we're back, chat. Hopefully you're not too rama-rama on me. You're going to need to be nice and sober for what's coming up next. So, things are not going well for Ralph. He's getting fucking angry at everybody. He's rage-pigging, if you will. Getting a little bit, he's hollering. He's hollering over everybody. So he decides, you know what? Let's be sensible about this. He takes a deep breath, gathers himself up, and says, maybe I've gone too far in a few places. Maybe I should be more reasonable in my approach to the internet. I know what the most reasonable thing to do would be. Let me threaten to fucking destroy people. So it starts with Gator. Gator, they're A-logging me, Gator. So he sends this. Gator's posting this all over Twitter. But this is something he sent to him, I believe, with text messaging. They probably texted each other all the time. This is a message. It's no mercy now. I hope you're ready till my dying day, sir. That's a promise. It's a big old green R. Coming from a Ralph. Oh, shit. What does he mean by that? What did Gator do? Well, Gator kind of broke ranks. So, as Flamenco and myself and others are kind of watching this all unfold, Gator kind of pulls away and says, you know what? I'm out. I'm done. And Ralph gets very angry about that. They have a public argument talking about pay. If you are familiar, the Killstream's been around now for, years. Was pretty profitable back on YouTube. Did good money after it left YouTube after the heel stream. And Gator got, I think, about $150 to $200 a month. So Gator publicly talked about how that was bullshit. Had a public break with the show. So Ralph thought he'd be funny, and he sent him $1 as a severance package as a fuck you to Gator. So Gator took the $1 and sent it to Ralph's, the mother of Ralph's child. He took the dollar, sent it to her, and said, there, I paid more money in child support than you have. And that sent Ralph through the fucking roof. So now he's telling Gator he's coming for him. And then it comes to this. He gets public about it. He's not even hiding it. From the Ralph retort, man, I sure wonder what Gator's job in college is going to think about his close friendships with all these white nationalists, appearance on their podcasts, etc. He'll turn anyone. Didn't he go on Exodus Americanus when it was on TRS? Oof. Glad it's not me. I wonder what all of these people are going to think when I try to ruin Gator's life by painting him as a white nationalist. This is the fucking kill stream. Should I ramble off the people that have been on the fucking kill stream? It's a very weird thing to post publicly. I mean, I'm thinking fucking Mark Collette, Ramsey Paul, Richard Spencer, Jared Taylor. I wonder what Gator's job in college are going to think. Well, who's going to tell them? Who's going to tell them? Oh, I know. Ralph is. This is from Discord. This is the night Kiddo Casino's going on, and Ralph has a fucking meltdown in his Discord. Oh, I'll be paying a visit to Gator's hometown here soon as well. And people are talking about, what do you mean? I have some flyers I'm going to post all over the place. Some flyers all over the place. Oh, not just Gator either, folks. He's a-coming to get me, too! Including his community college campus in ECU, where he goes to football games but can't go to school, LOL. Then I'm heading to Minnesota in March. We'll see who all knows Rediker and his concubine around town. Well, what are you going to do around town, Ralph? Oh, I'm going to post their faces and info around town and interview people about them. Do you know X lives here? Not X. Not the horrendous X. Does X live there? They just sent someone to my door, LOL. Now it's over the line. I'm going to show you motherfuckers the line. So Ethan Ralph, who runs the Killstream, which has been deplatformed from multiple fucking places because of extremist content, because of the things that are said and expressed on the show, by having people come on and debate race realism and white nationalism, talk about all these things. He's going to his co-host, go to his hometown, put his face up and his name up and information about him, tell everybody he's a white supremacist and a racist, and try to cancel him in real life. You know, back in the day, that was called life ruination. People engaged in it too. There used to be old YouTube videos of people that would go into somebody's town and do a 5x5 where they'd go 5 blocks up and 5 blocks across and put posters up everywhere about somebody saying they're a kid, they're raping kids, or they deal drugs or some horrendous shit, and just try to fucking ruin them. And essentially that's what Ralph's going for here. He's going to fuck Gator up. Not only that, he's coming to Minnesota too. He's coming to get me, Jim. Cancer Man, I'm coming to get you. Wagging your bottles at me, Cancer Man. What the fuck? And this is about the point where I was like, that's about as fucking pathetic as you can get. You're so fucking mad at the internet that you are going to literally try to destroy your co-host's life. You're going to try to fuck his life up by branding him a white knight. You're going to cancel him. In real life, try to ruin his career and his future and his job and his school. Put his posters up all over the fucking place. How are you ever going to cry about being fucked with after that? How are you ever going to whine about being deplatformed or demonetized, having your family fucked with or having yourself fucked with when you're doing that kind of shit? How are you going to have guests on that talk about anything related to white nationalism or fucking the white race? Or because apparently that's the shit that you think people should be destroyed for, right? Isn't that, where was the fucking exact quote? Here, let's find it again. Close relationships with these white nationalists and their podcasts. Who the fuck would go on your show after that has any self-respect? That isn't an absolute two-faced sellout fuck after reading something like that. Makes you wonder, really makes you wonder about these people that bitch about being canceled then are so all in on doing it to somebody else to that degree. That's not, an internet slap fight. That's just way over the fucking line. And that's his co-host. That's a dude he worked with that he's going to do that to. Oh, it's a hollering, chat. That's a riot. It's a hollering. So this all leads up to the big shit show. Oh, let's pull up the big shit show. We're going to watch this, chat. Well, not all of it, because it's 4.5 hours. So we're not going to watch all of it, but we're going to watch a good portion of it. So how could it get weirder? Right? How could this whole situation get weirder? Like in the span of a week, you're talking about trying to destroy your ex-co-host life in the most permanent way you can fucking possibly imagine. I know. So Ralph decides he's going to do a stream. He does a stream, he gets fucking shit-faced drunk, and for 2 hours, begs me to come on his stream. Begs me. On his hands and knees. Cancer Man, please come on my stream. So I can holler at you. So there's some negotiations that are going on, and I'm saying that I'll do it on Flamenco's stream. Flamenco! But of course, Ralph won't do that. He doesn't want to do it on Flamenco's stream. He counteroffers with somebody, I can't remember what their name was, but it was some third-party podcast. I'm sure they were neutral, but whatever. Who ends up getting it? Where does this big debate go on? Now, this has been, a week of build-up. Ralph's a pissed. He's a hollering. He's going to bring me on and teach me a fucking lesson. What better place to do it than on Mundane Matt's channel? If you remember, the Killstream got a big bump. A lot of recognition. It was a big moment when Mundane Matt was brought onto the Killstream and revealed his flagging history. And Matt ate shit for about 2 or 3 years because of that. Because he flagged on people because he got mad on the internet. So now here we are in Bizarro World, where everything has now been reversed. And Matt is going to host a stream where I'm going to debate Ralph about essentially trying to destroy people's lives because he got mad on the internet. So let's cue this bad boy up, and we'll just watch. Watch as this goes on. There are multiple mirrors up. This is on Matt's channel, on his Boulder Talk Radio. Now, the last 2.5 hours are other people that came on as guests to talk about what had just been discussed. People like Frank Castle and Jesse from Pod Awful, somebody from the Masterson show. I can't remember what his fucking name is. Just different fucking people. But here we go. This is the moment of truth. This is when we come on to debate the big issues. And I don't know, chat. Actually, let's do a poll before we even jump into the main course here. Let's find out how bad is Cancer Man going to get blown the fuck out? Place your bets now, chat. Will Cancer Man get blown the fuck out in this particular thing? Oh, there we go. Okay. For those that haven't seen this, I don't know how many people have actually watched this. I'm just assuming you haven't as I set up the storyline for this. Yes, so everybody's there. We're all ready to go. This is the culmination of everything. This is the build-up. Cancer Man, am I going to get blown the fuck out? Is the Ralpha male going to bring the holler and energy in and teach me a fucking lesson? Yes, I am the Cancer Man. People in chat are asking. Remember from the articles he wrote, I am the Cancer Man. Light up a cigarette just to really solidify that. Chat, you don't have a lot of faith in me. Oh my God. I'm getting blown the fuck out. Chat, what are you doing here? You're turning against me. I can't fight chat. Chat's right. Oh, looks like Cancer Man's gonna get blown the fuck out here, folks. We'll let that roll. Let's pull up the stream. Let's jump into it and watch the conclusion to a week of fucking pure insanity.
I hope everything is well with you. I heard about your situation, so that does suck.
Well, things have been going okay. I do have a potentially drug abusing alcoholic with a head wound deciding to drive up to my state and holler at me. So, yeah. So there's to kind of start this off. I showed up first, had a little bit of a discussion with Matt. He's going to be a neutral host, and Matt did a great job. I'll be honest. Didn't interfere, didn't interject really. I think he said 2 things during the entire fucking stream, and that was it. Let me and Ralph just talk, which is what you should do if you ever host one of these. Just let the 2 idiots talk and interject as least. I think he was just busy counting super chats and laughing at the whole fucking absurdity of the situation. But here we go. This should be about the time that Ralph comes in. And let's just get a feel for how things go.
I am going to be fair about
so
that
it'll
one.
Be completely neutral. Yeah.
I was. I mean, well, come on. Let's be fair, right? I don't have much of a reason, you know.
Oh, no, I believe you. I actually honestly believe you. So
yeah.
I'm fine with that.
So, but I'm. You know, I've grown as a human in the last couple years, and I can handle neutrality pretty well. You know. So, with any luck, Ralph will come on in because I did send him that 3 minutes ago. Ralph, I also turned off the need to authenticate on the StreamYard, so because I know he had come on before and I had blocked him before, but I unblocked everybody. This was a long time ago.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a fantastic.
Doesn't even begin to describe.
Here we go, folks.
But here we are.
Yeah, I know. I'm a little on the shock side too. That's why I'm kind of like, all right, let's just let's see what happens tonight.
Why not?
So we good to go, Matt?
Oh yeah, we're good to go. So again, like I said, we'll keep the rules. You know, I know things are going to get heated, obviously. Well, that's why we're all here.
Well, let me say this at the top. There's certain things, obviously, I don't know, where Medicare wants to go with his commentary, but there's certain things I have legal, considerations or whatever.
I'd like to say, chat, too, what a great guy I am. Farmer Jim, Jake Gyllenhaal over here. I didn't bring up any of his legal shit. I didn't bring up any of his personal shit either. I'm a good boy, chat. Cancer Man's a good boy.
Won't leave the call if he goes there or whatever, but there's certain things I cannot comment on, so I just want to put that out up front.
Sure. No, and I'd already said that where we'll leave those kind of elements behind.
And I'm fine with what the Rage Pig is saying.
Okay.
And he can talk about anything he wants to bring up.
Do I seem upset, old man?
You've been upset for the last week.
You think so? Do I seem upset? You seem upset.
You just cried for 2 hours on Twitter begging me to come so you could suck my dick. You're here now. Open your mouth.
No, I'm not sucking
Come
your
on,
dick.
say,
You've always been a
loser.
loser.
Daddy Jim.
You've always been a loser.
Daddy Jim.
You've always been a loser, faggot.
But I look like Jake Gyllenhaal with those farmer muscles, don't I?
You changed your name.
Oh, he's so sexy. Can you do the ode to Jim again?
Name, faggot? Why'd you change your birth name, huh?
You really think that's a huge thing, man?
Yeah,
you've been going on about that.
Because you can't fucking own what you did in life.
Ralph, if it was such a huge deal, Ralph.
Yeah,
why wouldn't I have done it in the state that hides it?
Your name.
Ralph, if it was such a huge deal, why would I have not gone to a state that lets you hide it?
You're
just
such
like
a
LLCs.
coward that you changed the name your daddy gave you because you're.
My daddy.
You're not
my daddy, not my Ronnie.
Coward, yeah, motherfucker.
Not my Ronnie.
Big of a bitch. You know what? You can make all the jokes you want.
I'm gonna make a lot of them.
Watch this show. They're not gonna change their name. They're not
Watch
gonna
what
change
show?
the name.
Ralph, you have no
Whatever.
audience. Your audience is dead. It's gone.
Yeah. Okay.
What audience?
Like
What
your
show?
life will be here in about 5 years, cancer patient, nigger. Fuck you.
Whoa. Okay.
Ralph,
Okay. Hold.
I think, chat. I think he might be a little bit upset. I think he might be a little bit mad, a tiny bit perturbed over this conversation we're having. I come in as a gentleman. I come in as a gentleman and whisper sweet sueys into Rage Pig's ears, and he's dropping gamer words. He's dropping some gamer words in this stream.
Hold on.
Not big boy words.
Let's keep the gamer words to a minimum for the time being.
Ralph
You know.
screams, "I'm not angry," and then starts dropping N-bombs. Seems like you're a little
Oh,
upset.
what? Oh, you've never dropped an N-bomb, you fucking loser. Who do
You
who
seem
you
to be the
trying
one
fool?
getting pretty
Who are
riled
you
up
trying
here.
to fool here?
I thought you were
Medicare?
nice and
Who are
calm.
you trying to fool? Do you think
Didn't
I'm
they
going to
give you a lot of pills from the beatdown
You
in
think I'm going to
Portugal?
back
You
down
should be
from
more
you? Do you
relaxed.
think I'm going to back down from you? I'll take your old fucking greasy slut and take her around back too, you fucking motherfucker. Do you think I give a
You
fuck?
seem so
I'm
mad.
not like Gator. I'm not like Flamenco. I'm not going to bow down.
I know
to
you're
you,
about 3
bitch.
times their size.
Yeah, I'm
We're
not
gonna
going to
have to
bow
put them together
down
to
to
get
you.
one of you.
Oh, you're gonna wheel yourself down the block? You're talking about people's sizes. You can't even walk outside your fucking house, motherfucker. You fucking pitiful.
And you can't walk down the
excuse for a
streets of
man.
Portugal.
Okay, well, when I show up to your hometown and I'm a block away from your house, why don't you come down the block then, bitch?
You'll just hear pig noises.
Oh, because you can't fucking move.
You'll hear Sui
America
across
down
the sky.
the fucking block of
You'll hear-
bullshit with COVID. Why don't you answer about what you did?
Where's my rage pig,
Why don't you answer about what you did with COVID? What? Oh, you don't want to say shit about it, huh? You want to make fun?
no. I think things might have gotten off to a bit of a heated start, chat. I think things might have got a little out of hand at the beginning. A little bit upset, a little bit mad, a little bit mad. He's a hollering. I'll listen. Say what? Go ahead, ask again.
Some fucker will sneeze on you and you'll fucking die. You fucking coward.
No, you got to back it up. Say what again? Go ahead.
Promise.
I'll let you speak and answer. What won't I answer for?
Yeah, COVID.
Put the liquor
bitch.
down, fat ass.
Yeah, fuck you, bitch. Put
Did
your
you see the
fucking
liquor
hands in
leap
face,
out of the
fat
glass
ass.
trying to get away from your gullet?
I didn't run, bitch. I'm right here. Do you think I'm
I
scared
know
of
you can't run. That's why you got
Nobody's
beat
scared of
down by
bitch.
4
You
Portuguese men.
faceless, anonymous, fake, anon faggot Jim Augustine who changed his name to get away
It's
with everything he
Augustine.
ever
God,
did.
how drunk and
Nobody's
dumb
scared of
are you?
motherfucker.
Say it with me.
Nobody is scared
Say
of
it
you
with me,
ever,
Ralph.
and they won't ever
Augustine.
be scared. Fuck you, bitch. And fuck the
Augustine.
greasy
Ralph,
Korean
come
you call
on.
your
You
wife.
fake being
Nobody
religious.
gives
You
a
should be able to
fuck.
say this particular
Nobody
name.
gives a fuck. You want to
Augustine,
talk
Ralph.
over me? We can do it all day. Like I
Are
said.
we gonna
That's
holla?
what
Are you
That's
affixing
right.
to
That's
holla,
right.
Ralph?
What? You won't let me talk, so why won't I?
Come on,
Why
holla for
won't
me.
I? Why won't
Holla
I,
for me,
bitch?
Ralph.
Why won't I,
for
bitch?
me.
Like you're
Holla
so
for me,
fucking
Ralph.
silly. Like you're so fucking silly. and
Ralph,
stupid.
please holla for me.
Oh.
I just like how it fell back to you're so silly. You're such a goof. You're such a lovable goof, Farmer Jim, with your Jake Gyllenhaal muscles. Making big noises at me. On a Mundane Matt stream as I'm fucking shit-faced drunk. Holy shit. I don't think he really liked me suing at him, chat. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he might have been slightly upset by that.
Oh,
His
yeah.
southern holler.
Holla for me, holla for me. A cancer patient who can't even leave his fucking house, who thinks he has some anime babe who's like fucking 200 pounds. You're a fucking joke. Your cam whore girlfriend is a fucking joke, and your whole life is a fucking joke.
Oh, Ralph, can I ask you a question?
It's
I've always
the
been
truth,
genuinely
nigger.
curious
Fuck
about
the
this.
truth. Fuck you.
Oh, you don't like questions?
No, don't give me a question if you want one. I'll ask you a question. Why did you change your name, faggot?
Because I felt like it.
Oh, is that why? No, I don't think so. I don't think that's why. What was your motivation? Oh, you just felt like changing your name. That
Ralph,
doesn't make
if the
sense.
job,
Why did you change your name, faggot?
Are you done asking the question, pig?
Faggot,
let me
are
answer.
you going to answer it?
I'm trying to, but a
Legitimately?
hog won't stop.
Oh.
Yeah, let him. Hold on. Let him answer. Let him
His
answer.
mouth won't let him tell the truth.
Oh my
Why
God!
don't you
Please,
tell the
Farmer
truth?
Jarbo, please.
Oh,
All right.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Anyway, listen. Okay, so you want to know why Jim changed his name? That's what you're asking.
He changed the name that he was born with because he's afraid of the things he said on the internet. Even though everybody knows where he lives, I can roll up to his house tomorrow if I'd like that. By the way, he thought it was funny
More of a
when
statement
people
than a
came up
question,
to my.
really.
He thought it was funny when people came to my house.
Where
He
did I
thought
say that,
was a
Ralph? Point me
comic
to it.
fucking joke. Fuck you.
Oh, this is going to be a common theme chat, as we watch through this video, I should have like put like a ticker up, like a counter, so you could follow through with the amount of bullshit that's gonna get called out. But he would just make just fucking wild statements, just wild fucking statements, nothing to back it up. Just throw it out there, just see what sticks, just fucking throwing it against the wall. And if you asked him, where did I say that? When did that happen? Can you like me to that? Can you show me that? He'd just get super fucking mad. He'd start a hollering.
You fucker. You know what you did. You co-signed that fucking stream. You co-signed that fucking stream. You know what you did, fucker.
Point me to it.
Fuck you. You know exactly what you did.
Oh, Piggy's lying.
You thought it was so funny with
Hog
the
Boy's lying again.
Cameo.
Perpetual victim. Look at you getting red.
Okay, say it wasn't cool then.
Pull it up. Pull it up,
badass. Say it wasn't cool
Show me.
Say it wasn't cool then.
Show me, Ralph.
Okay, well, tell me then I'm full of shit and then it wasn't cool.
You are full of shit. Pull it up. Show me. Where did I co-sign it?
Okay, well, say that it wasn't cool for people to come to my house.
I'm not here to protect your fragile feelings, fuckboy.
You're full of shit, fucker. You know you co-signed it.
You want to lie and get called out on it? You look like a bitch. Pull it up. Pull it up, Piggy. Where is it?
Do you know Andy Worski was shitting on you like a month ago and like shitting on you bad? And you fucking took his side for no reason? Like
Andy Worski was shitting on me. You know what I didn't do, Ralph? I didn't start spurging out and threatening to put flyers up in neighborhoods.
Fucking excuse for a human, dude. You're so fucking pitiful. I didn't
lose my mind and act like an idiot and implode like you did.
This whole entire time, you took it out of your way to fuck with me for no reason. You kept
how have I gone out of my way to fuck with you?
I didn't fuck with you, dude. Like I didn't do
How have
this.
I gone out of my way to fuck with you, Ralph?
Okay. Do you really I mean, are you serious? Like,
I don't know if you caught it, chat. He'll bring it up later on in the stream when we're talking in this conversation. But he mentions pill bottles. Again, I don't know why this drives him crazy. I thought it was just funny. To give you a little bit of background on what started this, I went on Flamenco's stream. Flamenco was on what's referred to as the pill stream, the one where you hear like a pill bottle shake and Ralph is really drunk. That's what the audio from, I'll just play it again. This comes from.
Flamenco, are you there? Why can't I hear you, Flamenco? Should I retry it again? Flamenco! Flamenco! What about now, Flamenco? Flamenco, what about now?
Well, answer the fucking question. I mean, you sound like a real fucking dipshit.
So it's the audio from that. So I went on as a guest on one of Flamenco's streams, and I shook a pill bottle, and Flamenco shook a pill bottle back at me. It was maybe 1 minute's worth of like a 2-hour stream. And then I went on to a Gator stream, who was also on the pill stream. And I shook a pill bottle, and he shook a pill bottle back. And that was enough to set into motion, I guess, everything that has happened in this entire timeline of insanity. All right. Ralph was so mad at Andy Worski, he flew to another country to teach him a lesson and got beat up and had his purse stolen. He got so mad at Gator that he's declared he was going to destroy his life and put up posters all over his fucking neighborhood. He got so mad at me for shaking a pill bottle about a fucking stream he was on that he was gonna he's my cam whore girlfriend this and change the name your daddy gave you that and multiple fucking long articles, the fire or the fear and the smoke, all culminating in a stream he was drunk as shit on and spent 2 hours begging me to come on, and this is the end result of it. Is this fucking shit show? You sit here and tell everybody what a badass you are and how you can take a joke, but the moment somebody shakes a pill bottle, you fall into a tailspin.
You did that for like 6-8 months straight. It's like, okay, well, clearly this guy with me.
I played a pill bottle sound 3-4 times, and that was enough to make you do this.
Well, you never said, "Oh, Ralph, I wonder how he's doing. Maybe he's doing good." I like.
Why the fuck would I? You're not my friend, idiot. I told you on stream I'm not your friend.
You're not my motherfucking friend either. Then fuck.
To your face. Do you remember that? Do you remember that stream with Brittany Venti and the others?
Well, then why would I say anything but nice about you? Then, if you're shitting on me, why won't I shit on you? You're not.
Ralph, there's a difference here between what you're saying. You want me to say nice things and pat your ass?
Yeah, fuck you. All you're
I'm not here to hold your hand through the minefield of the internet and get you money and clout.
Fuck you. You're fucking. You're disingenuous. It's like
Ralph, there's literally a video clip of me saying I'm not your friend. There is. There are multiple video clips. This is a really weird phenomenon I've come across when I stream with people. They take offense to it when I say I'm not your friend. Like there's a I can differentiate between the internet and real life. And, what I would consider a friend is somebody you know in real life that you do real life shit with. And then people on the internet, right? That seems like kind of a common thing. I'm sure most of you don't consider the people you shitpost and chat with or talk to on fucking social media your friends. They're just, fucking people you know. But you tell people that and it's like their minds explode. So I've had to state that a few times on previous streams, like on the Morning Kumite, and I'm pretty sure that's where this is from, where it was like Ralph and Brittany Vente and a few other people, and they're talking about internet friendships, and I said I'm not friendly with anybody. None of you are my friends. But Ralph wants me to give him positive reinforcement. It's very weird. He wants positive reinforcement. He's like, why aren't you saying nice things about me? Why aren't you checking in to see how I'm doing? Why am I not checking in to see how you're doing? Motherfucker, I've been dealing with cancer and shit for a year and a half. What do you mean, why am I not checking in on you? I'm sorry. I didn't take time out of dying to make sure Ralph is doing well. I didn't come by the fucking pig stall to see how the rage piggy's doing. Oh, Jim, can you stop going to the doctor for a moment and come and ask me how I feel today? Are you fucking kidding me, buddy?
Are you gonna let me talk? Are you gonna let me talk or no?
Go ahead.
Okay. So it's a guy who I've had on my show many times. I've known for literally almost a decade. And of course, you talk your shit. That's your thing. I don't that doesn't bother me, but it's every fucking time for the last year, this guy's talking shit about me. He's fucking with me. And it's why? I don't go out of my way to fuck with you. I don't do anything to you. And so at a certain point, I'm not Gator. I'm not Flamenco. I'm not so-and-so. And it's this guy's shitting on me. It's okay, well, fuck you. Honestly, there's a lot of shit to talk about with you, to be quite real. And so,
I love that he does the Wings thing. If you watch Wings of Redemption, he'll occasionally just throw out real talk. Real talk, chat. And here's Ralph. To be quite real with you, there are some things we need to talk about COVID-19 and why you changed the name your daddy gave you.
I don't want to take it there, but I'm not going to be a bitch. I'm not fucking Gator. And so I'm not going to live like that, period. And so that's my position. And I think anybody with a brain can understand that.
Mm-hmm. Can I get my rebuttal to this?
Yes, you go ahead. You gave me all the time.
Okay. All right. Well, you've made it perfectly clear. Gator had mentioned you've mentioned on the past two streams that you felt this way for a while, and it feels good to be able to write about it. Which one makes me think you're a bitch?
Well, because you were fucking with me, dude. You know you were.
You said you're gonna let me rebuttal.
You're right.
You said you felt this way for a year or more. But you didn't say anything, which I guess makes you a bitch because you're too afraid to say anything. Secondly, you're like, why aren't you treating me like a friend? Why aren't you being my best friend? Well, apparently you've got some fucking animosity built up, huh? You got some animosity built up towards me over whatever the fuck is your issue. You literally started this.
All right, go ahead.
I made a stream joking about the shit that you did in Portugal, which was funny.
It was.
And you act like, Jim, why would you do that? Remember Andy's aim stream? I let that motherfucker up too immediately after that.
Yeah, but you know what? Andy has said, do you even
that is true, by the way. When Andy Worski did that live stream with his pals, it was Failure and Alex, I think. And they're down in Miami. And Alex pulled a gun out and they're like, aim, we will defend ourselves and shit. I did a stream about that too, because it's funny and stupid. Just like going to Portugal and getting beat up and having your purse stolen is funny and stupid. How could I not fucking talk about that? That'd be a very unchud-like thing to do. A fucking live stream called Year of the Chud. To just casually breeze over that one. A little bit weird to breeze over that.
You know what? I feel like sometimes that I'm the only motherfucker who actually watches this shit day to day. Do you know the things that Andy Worski has said about you personally?
Probably terrible things.
Yes.
Probably just like Matt Jarbo has said terrible things.
Well, yeah, of course, but it's
Can confirm.
Okay, well, I'm just saying it's oh, well, now Ralph's the bad guy of the week. This is
Okay,
crazy.
well, I'm not totally done with my rebuttal. So
Okay,
what do we find ourselves with, huh? I do the Portugal stream, and what is your immediate response? You're a fucking whore of a wife, which is amusing, because you'll sit there and cry on the internet about people fucking with your family, but your instant reaction is, I'm going after your wife. Don't be a hypocrite. Don't say, oh, that's off limits. But now
I've never
when I
said
do it,
that
it's
on purpose.
cool. When I do it, it's cool. But you talk about my kids or my girlfriends or wives or whatever, that's the line. That's the Ralph Mail line. It's either all or nothing. And this shit you're doing, I'd like to make really clear when I retweet the stuff with Gator. Oh, that's not the doxing issue I have an issue with. You're going from doxing to life ruination. You want to start putting
Dude,
posters
are you
up.
kidding? Wait a minute.
No, I'm not done with my rebuttal. You can rebut my rebuttal in a second.
In soon.
That's
Go
fine.
ahead.
I'm almost done.
Okay, go ahead.
You're talking about putting up flyers. What are they going to think it is work in his job when they find out he's a white nationalist? Let me ask you a question. Do you think it's funny when Nick Fuentes has his bank account taken away? You like it when he gets fucked with like that?
You know, you were joking around about him being a faggot 2 weeks ago, so you think a lot of shit is funny that I don't.
I do think a lot of shit is funny, but I'm not the one saying that his life should be ruined. Do you think it was funny when? Do you think it was funny when Dick Masterson's NP2 project and banks fucked him over? You like life ruination?
You know who supported that? All the people you're supporting now, Jim.
Apparently, you too, Ralph, because you're jumping into it. Oh shit! We're 20 minutes into it. I should tell you too, because we're not going to watch the whole thing, because it devolves into a therapy stream. I don't. I should probably change the fucking. Let me switch some things around here for one quick second. I think the poll is done. I've been thoroughly blown the fuck out, chat. I understand. Have you ever? Oh, that was a chair again. Have you ever gotten into an argument with somebody where you got it got uncomfortable? Like you started feeling bad? Maybe 30 minutes into it, it's this it's a bit of an argument between the two of you. And then you're like, I don't know. It's not like pity really. There's probably a specific German word for it because they have a word for every weird fucking thing that nobody else does. I don't know. How would I describe it? It's not really, I don't know. It's like pity, but not pity. You just start feeling bad. It's like, imagine if you got into a street fight with somebody and your first hit put them in a coma and you're there curb stomping them. And after the fourth or fifth kick to the head and blood's everywhere and teeth are flowing about, you're like, fuck, man, I can't really keep kicking them because my foot's getting sore and I feel kind of bad now because they're not fighting back really in any comprehensible way. It's just kind of become one-sided. Like a slaughter rule in sports, I guess is what I'm looking for. A disgusted pity, chat maybe? Guntenfreud? Is that what you came up with, chat? Guntenfreud? Oh, that's fucking perfection. Nice. We'll use that. We'll call that Guntenfreud. The state of being somehow shamefully piteous of somebody that you shouldn't be. Guntenfreud. I wish I could have caught the username of who came up with that. It was it was pretty fucking good. I'll be honest. Holy fuck. No, it's not empathy. It's not empathy because you don't feel sorry for them. It's almost like it's a mixture of pity and you kind of lost interest. There we go. It's like pity and disinterest have merged together to make you be like, what would you call that? Guntenfreud. That's what you'd call it. And so the stream that started off with me doing pig calls for Ralph and him hollering off at me turned into a therapy session as he got drunker and drunker. I'll show you a few select clips of that. Let's just jump ahead. Fucking 20 minutes into this. I will still show you the ending because it is just phenomenal. You said, "Oh, Jim attacked my family."
Well,
okay, point me to it. You can't point me to it. Oh, Jim does this. You can't point me to it. It's all these examples of we've jumped ahead in your drug-addled mind.
Are you gonna let me talk? Or we can end it early? But I do focus on the doxing thing.
Go ahead.
Because it's like, as well as I do that the whole doxing. Oh my God, so and so's a dox is retarded. Right, that's completely.
I've publicly stated.
That's
I think
stupid,
I've
right?
publicly stated that there's a difference between when you dox somebody and you do life ruination. What you're doing is life ruination.
Okay, well, what's he doing then? What is the thing?
Wait, what is Gator doing when he shows DMs and talks about what a shit boss you were that underpaid him? Probably shitting on you, Ralph. That's what he's doing.
Well, I didn't underpay him for one thing.
You paid him 150 to 200 when you're making 5
Yeah,
to 10 grand a month.
and
You're a
that wasn't
cunt.
worth what he fucking.
You're a cunt for doing
it was
that.
worth it, yeah.
That's why Gator's not there and Zidane's not
I
there
don't
and
give a
Flamenco's
fuck.
not there and all your
I'm not
co-hosts leave.
there. You know what? I don't.
It's very elfish of you, Ralph, how you pay
You know
your
what? Let me talk. So
co-stars.
it's like, okay. All right. It's like this is a guy who said he was my best friend and cozied up to me for years and years and said he would never leak things and never go against me and never do this and never fuck with my family. And then it's all on the front page. So you know what? You can say everything you want, but you have no fucking clue what it's actually like. And so you can sit here and you can
So,
claim.
Ralph, how bad would things have to be if your best friend, like you said, of 8 years has turned on you?
Piece of shit. And I'll tell you.
No, but if he did it, why would he do it? If you were such close friends, how bad must you be
know why
acting?
he did it. You know why I think he did it, and I'll
Why?
tell you this truthfully. I think he did it because he thought I was going to go after him. That's why.
Jeez, I wonder why he thought that.
I wasn't going to. That's the thing. Like,
Oh, yeah, the words of an angel, right?
I literally.
So it kind of drags on and on and on. Let's skip ahead a little more.
Trying to fucking kill Gator a couple of days ago. You
I
made me look
literally
up-
have never said that, and you'll never find a clip of me saying it or a tweet of me saying it.
They weren't saying that on air though.
You said I said that.
Okay, well you weren't fucking
You
promoting.
sure attribute a lot of shit to me that I don't do, Ralph. Go get mad at the people that are doing it,
It's
Ralph.
important though. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I never did anything to you. Like, it's like, why? I don't know.
You're asking me to hold people back? Is that what you want?
No, but it's like you don't have to support it. Like, what the fuck?
You've made me pay attention to it because, as I've said, you've gone into a tailspin and it's become a dumpster fire. What are you doing?
Well, you're right about that. I'll say I should just not respond. But you know, when you're hearing just fucking,
I'm not even saying you can't respond. You can talk all the shit in the world. You can tell people Gator's a massive faggot. You hate me and I have cancer. I don't give a shit. But it's that life ruination line. You're playing with fire with that shit.
No, do you not understand? This is my life. Fucking super chats and restreams and all this shit. This is what I do for a living.
Day in and day out. The race streams and the super chats. It's very Wings-ish. Again, I think these two flow into each other kind of well. It's a little Wings of Redemption. If you ever listen to Wings, he talks about, I hate streaming. I hate Call of Duty. This is my life. We're fucking talking about here. And then he hucks a fucking controller at the wall. And he hollers about it. So this is you get the gist of the stream. You can watch this again. It's on Matt's channel. Let me double check the name of it here for you if you want to go check it out later. Yeah, just Matt Jarbo, YouTube channel, Boulder Talk Radio, Metokur versus Ralph. It's like an hour and a half. The whole thing is. But we'll get to the fun part at the end here, where the conversation ends. And I suggest to Matt and everybody else, it's like, well, you know, shit, if it's over, it's done with. I don't know. Matt, you got a bunch of super chats. Why don't we just respond to some of them? Maybe the audience has something they want to say. You'll see how that goes.
And I was like, man, why would he show that? I was like, this guy's been, you know, you're not fully a non or whatever, but you've been a little assiduous about.
And that's why I'm at. You roll with the punches.
Thing, man, is like, you know,
You roll with the punches. You want to pick a few? Here we go.
You know what I think would be more valuable is a discussion between us three, not the audience. I think Monday Matt needs to weigh in.
Well, I mean, I have my thoughts.
I'm gonna throw myself out.
I'm not mentioning that fucking shit.
No.
That shit was old and dead and buried. But no, look, Ralph. Here's the thing, man. Is like, you know, you are a fucking hypocrite. All right, like and you know you're a hypocrite, dude.
I'll mute myself so you two can go for it.
No, I'm not trying to get involved in this shit, but it's like you're out there complaining about people coming to your fucking house, dude. Like, I got doxxed 3 years ago with that shit. I've had people come to my house. I've had shit sent to my house.
Sure.
All right, like
people come to my house, dude.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying it's cool and I don't support it. All I'm saying is, like, you know, it's like fucking have some goddamn empathy for other people who you've helped put in those situations.
No, well, you don't understand. Like, well, maybe you do it, maybe you don't. But
I understand a lot more than you fucking think, dude.
Well, let me speak and I'll let you speak for sure. Actually, I do have a lot of empathy for people in our position, I guess you could say. So yeah, I don't think
Well,
that's
let me ask you this. Let me, and I want an honest answer. How many fucking people have you flagged? Like literally, because I did 13. It was stupid, but that's the number. All
yeah.
right, and
I mean, I'm not gonna get into.
nah, but dude, that's the thing, man. You went at me for a long ass fucking time. All right, you went at me for a long ass time over my kid.
It doesn't matter if you yell about your
Nah,
bachelor.
all I'm pointing out, man, is like you want to, if you want me to have empathy over you having a daughter in
I
a
don't
couple
care
months,
about your empathy. I hope you die in a
I'm
ditch.
sure you fucking do hope I die.
I
But the
literally,
reality of it is we're here and I'm
I
not dead.
literally don't care, Matt.
You
So
do care.
like,
You
no, I
obviously
don't. No,
care
I
because
don't.
you
I've already
bring it
had
up a
my
lot.
conversation.
And he quit. And he
There you go, folks. Matt Jarbo. Just, oh, history rhymes. Holy shit. So Matt Jarbo goes from being a guest on the kill stream and getting exposed for flagging people to calling Ralph out on what he said is Ralph's flagging. And what does Ralph do? At the very end, he runs off stream. What a disastrous stream this was. He got so drunk. He was so fucking drunk for this, which was just a terrible idea. And then he comes on, and instead of, I was like, hey, let's take audience questions, you know, and then we'll answer a few of them, and then everybody can fuck off, and that'll be the night. He's like, no, let's talk, Matt. Let's talk. So Matt wants to talk. What does Ralph do? He runs. Ethan Ralph ran from Matt fucking Jarbo. That's where we are. Welcome to Clan World. Not Clan World, sorry. Woo! Clown World. I don't want any of those posters getting put up around the neighborhood saying that's not a quote, folks. Welcome to Clan World. Holy shit. What is going on? What is going on, chat? Oh, we got more donations here. Let me read a few as we meander our way through this clusterfuck. From Laugh My Ass Off Schwartz. Finally, you stream when I'm not. Oh, already read that one. Hey, Jim. Been listening to you since 2015 after seeing many E-celebs fall from grace. Milo, Sargon, etc. You've been the only YouTuber in the niche that has stayed consistent, not been a complete hypocrite. One of the few people I kind of admire. Well, thank you. That's from Bailiff7777. Not trying to kiss ass. Just saying thank you for being genuine. You've helped me remember to not take everything so seriously. Also, I had cancer years ago and it sucks. Praying for your recovery and for many more years of great entertainment. From Evil Bunny. Bunny Buddy at Ricada Law. Shame me into upping my donation. Thanks for all the entertainment, Jim. You are very welcome. From Aiden Paladin. The German term for secondhand shame is Fremdscham. I think we're going to go for Guntenfreud or whatever the fuck it was. 427 Arbach. First time viewer and super chatter, was watching Pipkin Pippa clips and realized you were live. Busting my sides laughing though. From T-Man Rank. Hey Jim, it's good to see you streaming again, and hopefully this is a sign that you're on the road to recovery from your super cancer AIDS, and enjoy the chud energy. Have a wonderful day. From The Real Diamond. Ralph hides his neck so he isn't tempted to slit it himself. From L. Sid Leon. Matt is the one who made the Gunt rage quit in the end. Laughed my fucking ass off. And from Dwight and Ether. You missed the part when twice Ralph forgot he was on Jarbo's stream. That is very true. During the stream, Ralph, because I'm going to guess because he was so drunk, forgot or just didn't realize that he was on Matt Jarbo's stream. And he kept saying shit like, Matt, why are you here? What are you doing here, Matt? Why are you on this stream, Matt? I should have used my dulcet tones to make things calm down. But I didn't. And so that was really, that was the start of February. That was kind of like from the end, the very tail end of January through the first week and a half of February was that little Rage Pig saga of Ralph just fucking losing his mind and deciding he was going to go on an internet jihad against multiple people. He was mad at me, but then he got real fucking mad at Gator, which I think was from the $1 donation. Which really, if you're going to give somebody a $1 severance package and then they turn that joke around on you, that's kind of fair play. You can't really get that fucking mad about it. But he did. Decided he was going to fucking destroy Gator. And it started a little war between the two. All the while, Flamenco and Pickled Peppers Pipkin are streaming and laughing about it, as are multiple other people. and it just devolves into a giant fucking shit show. That was the last of my interactions. I don't know what Ralph has done after this, since he hasn't been writing blog posts about me like we're ex-girlfriend and boyfriend. This Jake Gyllenhaal shit. So I don't know what really happened after those first 2 weeks of February, or where the amazing adventure will go from here. He's got some like bowling event or something coming up, and he was at AFPAC too, I think, as well. But aside from that, I don't know. Will there be more insane fucking articles and streams coming up? We'll have to wait for for a fucking March roundup would be my answer to that, I guess. My fellow chud butts. We'd have to wait for another month's roundup. Oh, somebody said, has Putin finally destroyed Ukraine? Did that happen while we're in the middle of the stream and I missed it? Oh boy, God, you talk about dumb internet shit, and all of a sudden the world's in the middle of a war. Well, it's a good timing, I guess, because we're going to be getting into the Ukraine stuff now. As we've worked our way through Wings and we've caught up on the Ralph happenings, we'll get into what's going on. What's going on with Mr. Putin? Oh, let me just change, since we're talking. So it's a serious topic, right? The Ukraine-Russia war. So let me treat this with the respect and dignity it deserves. There we go. Since this is such an important and heartfelt issue, we really need to treat it with some deference. Really try to put on some sensitive gloves now when we're handling this hot topic. Nothing says that like Sonic. Oh, let me make sure I got everything ready for this. I'm not sure if the world has exploded. If it did, I guess I guess I missed it. Oh boy, I missed it. All right. Oh, I can pull that down too because we're done with the Boulder talk shit. That over there. Oh yeah, don't worry, chat. We're going to talk about the ghost of Kiev and the herstory she's making. So I'll leave all the hot political takes to the experts, again, the 20-year-olds on YouTube. And I'll just try to give a rough, let's just give a rough outline of what's going on right now. Vladimir Putin, haunted by the spirits of anime, decided one day for no reason at all that he was going to destroy Ukraine. Just woke up, it was a normal day of the week, and thought, they took my land and I have to kill all of them. So he did what any sensible man would do. After talking to the spirit of anime, he got onto his favorite little table, which is 842 feet long, and made his generals sit at the other end of the room and told them through a megaphone it's time to go and fight. Now you might be asking, why would Putin sit at a table that's this big? Why would he be this far away from everybody else? Well, he needs at least 2.5 miles between him and the other people, so the Ghost of Kiev doesn't bomb him. This is an anti-Ghost of Kiev measure. In fact, that's how the table is sold. It's a very specially crafted Russian piece of furniture. It keeps them well. You know, I was actually looking. Somebody posted this. I don't know how true this is, but this feels like a money pit to me. They're talking about the ruble. It looks like, you know, it was sitting at like $30 or 30 rubles to $1 exchange for nearly 14 years, and then he decides he's going to go all in on Ukraine, starting with Crimea, and then it's just everything goes tits up in a matter of 7 years. So everything's good for 14 years, and then in half that time it goes from 30 rubles to $1 to like 120 rubles to $1. And every time he fucks with Ukraine, it gets worse. And now it's getting even tougher. But it's not just the money value we need to think about. You know, when a war happens, when there's suffering that's taking place between the brave Ukrainian and brave Russian people, we sometimes forget about who's the real victim of this travesty, which are the whores. Can we, chat, take a moment to think of the whores? As Rolling Stone wrote, without it, I can't pay rent. Russian OnlyFans models can't get paid amid sanctions and the invasion. People think we choose Putin as a leader, but it's not true. He's a real nightmare for Russia, and we all want to fix this terrible situation. I believe that's a quote from Moscow Milkers. She made her fortune farting into mics with ASMR porn on OnlyFans. But a real fucking tragedy, isn't it? You know, war comes in and nobody really thinks about it, but what about the fucking filthy whores? Has anybody thought about them? Oh, you go on and on about the children and the old women. But what about the sluts? Won't somebody think of the sluts and the whores? Chat, can I get a W for the whores of Ukraine and Russia? They can't make their money. OnlyFans isn't paying their bills anymore. I'll give you a second to catch up with me, chat, but let's get a big W. W stands for whore. Let's get a big W for all those whores who've been thought patrolled into poverty by this just unfortunate war. How would you like that? Could you imagine? Could you imagine you're some Ukrainian soldier, and you're like, imagine a Ukrainian and a Chechen meet each other on the battlefield, and they've expended all their ammunition, and this is like some movie tier fight, right? This is like some Hollywood shit. It's knives out, hand to hand, fucking CQC combat. They're doing shit like out of Metal Gear, right? Backflips and fucking acrobatic judo shit. And then in the middle of this fight for life and death, one of their phones falls out. And it opens up this article. And they both just stare at it. They both take a minute to just fucking stare in wonderment at the fact that they're fighting tooth and nail, life and death in the middle of some field. And some whore is crying about the fact she can't fart into a microphone anymore. And that's when they realize they live in clown world. And they just slit their own throats. Because what's the point of fighting for anything anymore? Because this is what Rolling Stone is going to do an article on. Here I am, Asimov, in the middle of this field fighting you to the death, and all Rolling Stone cares about is this farting whore. Oh, nightmarish. Oh, of course, let's not forget the brave ghost of Kevin. She's up there somewhere, chat. Last I heard, her kill count was 842 planes. Oh, I'm sorry, 8,422 planes. She's destroyed the Russian Air Force 22 times over. And it's true, history books won't tell you that the ghost of Kevin was a black woman. And you need to say her name. I hear that when she kicks on the afterburner and she's going to take out another Russian, all you can hear as it flies by is, "That's right!" when that sonic boom hits. She's got, instead of like an angel painted on the cockpit, it's a picture of Beyonce shaking her neck. The Russians fear that shit. Like if you're a Russian and you're up there in the sky and you're dogfighting somebody and you suddenly catch a glimpse of Beyonce coming through the clouds, it's game over. Might as well pop the parachute and call it a fucking day. The ghost of Kevin's coming to get you. Loud and proud, queen of the air. Styling and profiling up in the sky. Of course, it's not just the ghost of Kevin that we need to recognize as a brave black Ukrainian woman. It's also the fact that Lily Cat posted. Lily Cat's meow. I think we can all agree with this. I feel like I'm watching George Floyd die again. Only the country version. We all stand around knowing this is wrong, but helpless to stop it. What can we do? Ukraine is George Floyd. Ukraine can't breathe, guys. Okay? You need to understand that Ukraine is George Floyd. You know, when you're in the middle of, like, Twitter's a weird fucking place. It's hard to tell sometimes. Is this person masterfully trolling idiots? Or are they an idiot? I don't know, but it's so magnificent, I'm really stunned by it, almost. I don't know if they're fucking retarded, or if they're just taking advantage of retards, but this is, like, almost the perfect tweet. This really sums up, like, half a decade worth of Twitter. In just one fucking tweet. I feel like I'm watching George Floyd die again. Only the country version. Which makes it sound like he's Garth Brooks. He's the country version of it? I don't know what the fuck that means. God, I love the internet sometimes. Holy shit. You know, we're like on the verge of the Third World War, and somebody's out there comparing Ukraine to George Floyd, and it's just perfection. It's just exactly how it should be. This tweet is God winking at us. That's what this tweet is. Of course, it's not just the ghost of Kevin, or people demanding that we recognize George Floyd can't breathe again, the country version. The Russians have picked a fight they weren't prepared for, because here comes Anomalous. Putin will not stop at Ukraine. Fuck Putin. Fuck Putin. Hashtag anonymous. This got retweeted like 10,000 times. And I love this picture. It's nothing but overly obese men and there's not a single skinny person in this picture. There's not one single skinny person in this picture. You may think, just take a close look at it. They're all obese. Every single one of them's fat. It's just, could you imagine? Oh, sorry about that. Anonymous hacked my lungs. Could you imagine if you're like the Ministry of Defense for Russia, and some fucking junior intern runs in, and he's like, oh my God, Vlad, we're in trouble. Anomalous is coming to get us. And they show you this fucking picture of fat people in Guy Fawkes masks? Everybody's getting in on this. It's amazing. And Ukraine is encouraging it, which is brilliant. Ukraine establishing foreign legion for volunteers from abroad. This is from the president. This is a couple days ago. So like the French Foreign Legion, if you want to join the Ukrainian International Legion, I think that's what they're calling it, they'll welcome you. They'll give you guns and shit and let you go just hog wild. And I think the UK and a few other countries said, yeah, fuck it. If you want to go fight for Ukraine and kill people, well, that sounds fun. Go do that. So of course, who decides that this is the best idea ever? Reddit. Reddit's now set up a subreddit, Volunteers for Ukraine, because we all know the best fucking hunter-killers come from Reddit. I like the second one. Tips for the reality of going into a conflict zone. Hey guys, quick question here. Decided to fly out to Poland and then jog into fucking Ukraine to fight in Kiev. I'm sorry, Kevin. Any tips and tricks for not getting my fucking head blown off by a Chechen rebel? Hey guys, I decided I'm going to go fight in a war where I'm not from either of the countries as just a mercenary. But I decided to do the smart thing and pop by Reddit first to get some advice on how not to completely fuck this up. Never fired a gun in my life. Never used a weapon once. What would you recommend? Hey guys, is it possible to interview the ghost of Kevin? Could she give me some tips and tricks, some gamer hints for how I can MLG my way through this? Oh. Now I'd like to show you what I imagine this is going to be. Okay, just bear with me here. So Reddit decide it wants to go into a combat zone. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, Reddit. You can go into that combat zone and fight those fucking those Russians for the Ukrainians. Where is it? Here we go. Oh no, that's not it. Where is it? There we go. This is what I imagine we're looking at. I want you to picture in your mind these gentlemen. We're gonna call them, I don't know, codename Thunderfuck. They've come from the heart of Reddit. They've loaded up their katanas. They've got their ninja pants on. Their fedoras and trench coats are ready, except the one dude, shirtless Bob, who just wants his tits out when he's slaughtering Russians. And they've decided that they're going to go and deal death like it's never been dealt with before. Codename Thunderfuck is ready to punish people. And they are going to Naruto run their way into a fucking war zone. I want you to imagine every one of these guys with a Beats by Dre headset on, listening to this as they Naruto run their way into Chechen rebels. Whoa! I don't think it's going to end well. I think a lot of Redditors are gonna fucking get massacred by Russian soldiers. Putin's hiding in the closet right now as he is codenamed Thunderfuck's rolling thunder down them. Yeah. That's the way of the blade. Oh my god. The thought of Reddit going to war is the most amusing shit I've ever heard. Just fantastic. Hey, anybody got hot tips on how not to get fucking murdered? Oh, great. Oh, but it's not just Redditors and Anomalous, and of course people celebrating George Floyd's life that have gone to Ukraine. There are people that are actually already in there reporting from on the ground, like our boy, Coach Red Pill. Now, you could tell it's been hard. There's been a blockade on HRT, so he's not looking the best right now. Estrogen withdrawal will do that to you. But he's at a hotel, live streaming in the heart of Kevin about what's going on down there. And he actually is in Kiev. You can check out his Telegram, and he's doing streams and shit. I love this look, by the way. Strikes fear into the hearts of Russians. I'm just imagining a fucking cruise missile blowing the top off of his hotel as he runs down the street in his bathrobe. Looking like Miss Doubtfire before she put her makeup on. You know, like this is halfway through the process. That's the look he's rocking in the middle of a war zone. It's good shit. But I think there's a compilation video. We can watch a little bit. Let me just pull this up here. I think I bookmarked it. Oh god, I hope I did. Oh, I did. Yep. Somebody put up. Okay, there we go. Let's watch a little bit of the war zone coverage from our boy. Again. Yeah, this was my reaction. This is a reporting, by the way, of what's going to happen. This will be the live broadcast on CNN when they talk about what happened to the Redditors that showed up in Ukraine. I think it perfectly encapsulates the news coverage we're going to see in a week. But anyway, our boy out there getting ready, making those big bucks, doing the real deal shit on the heart of Ukraine, live streaming a war. So let's take a look and see how that's going.
I'm right in the heart of Kiev, and the war is coming here. So we'll see how it goes.
So here I am at the pool. Yeah, what do you think? I have it all to my lonesome. And let me see. Let me just...
Maybe that's like the first sign that this might be a bad idea. Like if you're in a massive hotel and you're like, oh my god, the whole pool and bar area is all to myself. It's probably because all the guests and the staff have run for their lives. And you're like, oh, this is bitchin'. This rocks. I got this whole pool to myself.
Show the date there for anybody who is, who thinks that it's not really the date. It is the date. We're expecting the invasion of Kiev any day now, any moment now, to tell you the truth. The last word I heard, just before I jump in the pool, is that the Russian troops are something like 40 kilometers outside of the city. That's the last I heard. And I'm going to take a swim. Yes, I know. Because there's really nothing I can do. And to tell you the truth, I've been up for the past, I woke up at 6.
Can anybody find out what exact hotel he's at? I think he names it in one of his streams. Like, I want to be able to listen to the radio chatter in a couple days when they completely encircle the city. I just want to hear if there's like a Russian unit, like a Spetsnaz unit that's like, we've infiltrated the hotel and we found one American man swimming in the pool. He refuses to leave. He's drinking a daiquiri. And he has a swarm of drone cameras flying about him. He just keeps saying that women are dogs, and we don't understand why he keeps repeating that.
Yesterday morning, and now it's, what is it, like 9 something in the morning? And I've only had 2 hours of sleep. So, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And here's the pool before I jump in. So it's about 10:20 in the morning.
Yeah, I took a swim and I was in the steam room and the sauna for about an hour. And some people might ask, well, why are you doing something so frivolous? Why are you going to the...
I don't know, like, and I don't mean to be mean about this. I don't know if it's just the stress of being in a war zone or maybe because he got out of the pool. But why does he look like somebody's Jewish grandma? Doesn't he? Doesn't he look like somebody's Jewish grandma that got up to make them waffles at like fucking 8 in the morning? It's a very weird look he's rocking. I don't know what this is.
While there's a war going on? And well, the obvious answer to that is, what exactly am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to stop the war? Do I have some magical powers? And why am I supposed to worry about it? That's the real question. The worrying. See, when I was younger, I used to worry.
I love the fact too that nobody else is in this hotel. He could literally walk into any room he wants. He could upgrade himself. It's like being on a plane by yourself. You're suddenly first class. Nobody's going to fuck with you. Or having a movie theater to yourself. Coach should be like running from room. He should sleep in every bed, but only for a few minutes. And then call room service and be really rude about it. Hey, excuse me, I'm on floor 5, 6, 7, and 8. And I slept in every fucking bed. Come make them right now. Don't you know the Chechens are coming? And they're going to be very pissed off at how rude you are.
Worry about every little fucking thing. I mean, I would worry about this, that, the other, and I would worry about contingencies. What happens if this happens or does not happen? And how will that affect my plans? And how will it screw up my life? And blah, blah, blah. And what happened was that I spent so much time worrying that I wasn't enjoying life, okay? I mean, I was just having a fairly miserable time of it, to tell you the truth. And, now, as a much older man, a man with a lot more experience, I suppose, what do we call our mistakes? We call them experience? Yeah. Well, with a man with a lot more experience, I realized that
I love the fact that there's a war going on. He's in a city that's going to be surrounded. And he's talking about the amenities and shit. Oh my god, this pool is fantastic. Have you seen this bathrobe? Look at the little scented soaps they have. He's tuned it all out. He doesn't care. I'm having the time of my life at this place. These are the best accommodations I've ever had. Live, let love. Why worry about it? Have a glass of wine. Now we're unsure if Coach will encounter the ghost of Kevin. It's a possibility. We can jump ahead. I think he does. He goes on the street too.
Yeah, there are air raid sirens.
Oh, here comes the ghost of Kevin.
This is the view from the back of my hotel room, or from the window of my hotel room, rather. I deliberately decided to get a room in the back rather than the front. The front street is a very nice avenue, but I didn't think it was smart to.
I decided to get a room in the basement of this wonderful hotel, so when the bombs fucking explode it, when they drop their vacuum bombs that suck the lungs out of your nose, right on top of my accommodations, I'll be the only one to live and enjoy this wonderful pool. I've decided the basement was the way to go.
To get it. Just after I finished recording the previous video, I started hearing the air raid sirens. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm guessing that combat around Ukraine is getting closer, because it seems to be like ongoing running battles as the Russian army tries to get closer to Kiev. So yeah, I just wanted to do this quick video so that you guys could hear that. Yeah,
I absolutely love the fact that he's doing this. I hope he does more of these, to be honest with you. Just why not? You're in the middle of a war zone. Fuck it. I mean, he's from the Ukraine, right? He lives there. So at least I believe he does. So it makes it's not like he traveled there for the fun of it. Why not turn lemons into lemonade? Maybe try to do a couple vlogs with the Chechens when they show up, when those ballistic missiles are exploding overhead. Just hanging out at the pool. If you're in the Ukraine, if you're in the city of Kevin, go have a daiquiri with Coach. Just hang out at the pool and chill. Just relax, have a good time. Fuck it. Oh my god. Things are getting crazy out there. That's our intrepid on-the-ground reporter, Coach Redpill, again, from the heart of Ukraine in the city of Kevin, giving us our daily, weekly updates on what's going on. You know what? I'll check Twitter just for the hell of it on the off chance that I don't know. On the off chance more crazy shit's happened. Why wouldn't it have happened? Why would terribly weird shit not have happened? Let's see. Let's see what happened while we were streaming. Have nukes gone off? I don't know. Ukraine's ambassador to the U.S. claims Russia has used a vacuum bomb in the country. Oh, rip coach. Monaco to impose sanctions. Oh, always fun. Ukraine's foreign minister says U.S. Secretary of State assured him more weapons to Ukraine and sanctions on Russia. Finland's parliament will tomorrow debate prospect of joining NATO. Yeah, everybody's joining the EU and NATO. They're all just jumping in. The country receives satellite receivers from Elon Musk's Starlink, facilitating a boost to internet service. Maxar satellite imagery shows Russian military convoy north of Kevin, is around 40 miles long. That's from the Spectator Index. I'm sorry, let me say that one more time for the chat. Satellite imagery shows Russian military convoy north of the city is around 40 miles long. Not 40 miles away, 40 miles long. I think Putin, let me pull that picture up again. I think he's decided to go all in on this shit. I think he might be a little bit upset. Japan imposing more sanctions after their fishing vessel got blown up with that Moldovan vessel. This one's interesting. Canada to ban all oil imports from Russia. I'm not sure. You know what? I don't even think, I'm going to say this. I think Canada's banning imports of oil from Russia, not because they want to, deal with the Ukraine situation. I think they're so fucked up over the honking stuff that, like, in Justin Trudeau's mind, he thinks if I get rid of all the oil, their trucks won't work and they can't honk at me anymore. It comes back. You see that? You see how we ended the stream? We've circled back. We started talking about how people in Ottawa have PTSD from phantom honking. And we end it with an update about the war going on and how Canada won't import oil because they don't want to have any more trucks run because they're sick of the honking. It just plays into itself. Everything's so beautifully enmeshed with one another. So, yeah, it's right, chat. It's a fucking honkers. I'm telling you, it's those goddamn fucking honkers. Oh, man. What a roundup. I don't even know what next month's going to look like. I'll be honest with you, chat. I mean, what are we looking at here? We had January where there were a bunch of protests and honking nonstop going on in Canada. And then it was kind of picking up a little bit of steam. You're seeing it a little bit in Europe and then in America. And then everything kind of got tabled, right? Because then we got the Ukraine-Russia situation where he's pushing in from the north through Belarus and through the south through Crimea and the Donbass region in the east. So I don't know. Does it keep escalating? Will the ruble collapse? Is Vlad going to push the button and send 6,000 little presents to everybody in the world? We'll never know. Well, you never know how it's going to turn out. Is it going to be a Russian victory, a Ukrainian victory? You're going to have to wait for the next month recap stream to figure it out, my fellow chud butts. All I know is the spirit of anime is pushing Vlad on. As the ghost of Kevin is up in the air, teaching people the strength of a beautiful black woman and engraving her name into herstory. Sonic. Future's looking bright. I mean, technically that's true. We pull through the situation, everything's sunshine and roses. If Vlad launches every nuke he has, it's going to technically be a bright future anyway. Irradiated, but bright. That sign does not lie. And that is why it's fucking chud energy. Now, I've got super chats to read, of course. So we'll do that. Hopefully you've enjoyed this month recap stream. I don't know if Ralph is going to get angry again. And so we might have another Ralph segment next month because now he's back on the warpath. I don't know if Putin's going to push the button and nuke the shit out of everything. I don't know if our ghost of Kevin is going to single-handedly defeat the entire Russian army all by herself. It's a fucking possibility. You just never know what's going to happen, do you? But we'll read the super chats before the world ends here. just get them all lined up. Go back to the first ones here. And then I'll mark it as a section. Oh, sorry, chat. 1 second here. Oh, before everybody takes off, because now we're getting to the super chat section of this, let me just put the put a little thing up so everybody knows here. There we go. There we go. Before we read these, and everybody decides to take off, or those who stick around, can I get a P in chat for pray? Can we pray for Coach Red Pill, our intrepid on-the-ground Kevin reporter, in the heart of the conflict zone in Ukraine? Not many YouTubers would fly out or stay in a war zone, but our boy is there drinking a daiquiri, hanging out at poolside in his fucking robe, rocking the Jewish grandma look, not giving a fuck. There are Chechens with flamethrowers coming to that city, and Coach does not give a single fuck. All right, he's there to have some fucking R&R time. That's right, chat. Let's get a P and pray for that motherfucker. The value of Coach Coin's gonna go up straight through the fucking roof. Because our boy is fearless, not giving a single fuck. A few RIPs too. Okay. Well, we'll begin the super chat thing. Thanks everybody for coming out. Again, make sure to buy a hat. None of the money goes to anybody else because I'm a greedy fuck. Fuck them kids. Keeping it all. All staying over here. I'll read super chats in a second. Let me put on some break music. I'm gonna grab another drink because I've got a few to work through here. What music should we listen to? What? Oh, you know what? Why don't we just listen to this? It was our Reddit theme song for when they go into battle. You know what? So fuck it. We'll just listen to this anyway. All right. And then when I get back, we will read through the super chats. Whoa!